And Windhelm. Been some time. Well, honestly, I haven't spent a whole lot of time in this city, so it's a bit unfamiliar to me, even though I've been here for the, on some Thieves Guild business a couple times. So I'm not completely unfamiliar with it, but... just not had a whole lot of dealings here. Oh, good. And there is a carriage here. Tie this off and get going. And then whether or not Ulfric will actually... What do you... You... Oh, Carto. I know no one's here, Carto, but don't do that. Okay, come on. You are something else, I'm telling you. Oh, he's gonna steal another frickin' horse when we leave here. I go guarantee it. It's cold here. I'm gonna leave my hood on. Talk to Ulfric in there. I honestly don't know if he remembers me. It's been so long since Helgen that he may have forgotten who I even am. He probably, well, he has to have remembered. He must know. Alright. Oops. Over here. Let's go. Let's get this done. If we have to get a room, we will, but I don't think we'll have to. We got here pretty early, so I had an early start, so let's take the wagon.
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Yeah, I hear that happens sometimes. Yes, it does. More often than you know. I need to see Ulfric.
Shirking the law in Windhelm ain't what it used to be. Not with the Thieves Guild running things.
Oh, so you heard about my little dealings here. Oh well.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Interesting. Do they know I'm here? Do they mean Balgruuf? Maybe.
He knows that. They all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
You think I need to send Balgruuf a stronger message?
If by message you mean shoving a sword through his gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Galmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of Oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what then?
I'll die before elves dictate the fates of men. Are we not one in this?
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil. I fight for their wives and children whose names I heard whispered in their last breath. I fight for we few who did come home, only to find our country full of strangers wearing familiar faces. I fight for my people. impoverished to pay the debts of an empire too weak to rule them, yet brands them criminals for wanting to rule themselves. I fight so that all the fighting I've already done hasn't been for nothing. I fight because I must.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
I would gladly retire from the world, were such a day to dawn.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Galmar thinks we should double our men in the Reach.
A reasonable strategy.
And you, Yorli?
Well, sir, the hold at Falkreath is fairly vulnerable, and blocks the only road from Cyrodiil.
A good point, old friend.
To be sure, my lord, I am not skilled in the arts of war or military tactics.
But you're able to see the hold in the parts, and for that I'm grateful.
As you wish, sir.
I think we walked in on something and this was all display. I don't trust you, Ulfric. I need to talk to you.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
You know me.
Ah, yes. Destined for the chopping block, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, well, I was set free. Could have gone anywhere. I came here. I'm not going to fight the Empire.
Raylof's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good man, but he hasn't returned yet. So I'll need to wait for his account. For now, speak with Galmar. I'm always looking for able fighters. Not everyone can say they made it out of Helga. Seems we're all branded villains these days. So long as your criminal past stays in the past, and you fight for me with honor and integrity, we'll welcome you into our ranks.
I'm not looking for that.
Your words give voice to what we all feel, Ulfric. And that's why you will be High King. But the day words are enough will be the day when soldiers like us are no longer needed.
Enough.
I would gladly retire from the world.
Yes, we've heard this.
Speak
Okay,
with Galmar.
I have a message
He'll
from the
size you up
Greybeard.
and
It's not
see
about
where
foot.
we can best use your talents.
No, I'm not here for that.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
They want to negotiate a truce until the Dragon Menace is dealt with. Please consider this.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course, and the dragon attacks are a growing plague. But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
Well, politics be damned. Alduin has returned. I am going to speak to Tullius, but you need to make a decision.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend. If that's true, well, it changes the situation, doesn't it?
Yes.
Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat.
So you'll come to the Peace Council.
Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Aye, but in the meantime, we have a war to plan.
Oh, for crying out loud. I'm not talking to your man, and I'm not joining your little rebellion. These guys. He's very petty. I don't trust him.
Hi there.
Alright, let's get going here. Hopefully the carriage didn't take off yet. How we feeling here? We're pretty good. At least we're feeling pretty good. Not hungry or nothing. Okay, let's get going, Cardro. Catch the carriage at Solitude and find out.
I own Hollyfrost farm outside the city.
Yes, yes. Okay,
It's honest work.
find out if we can get General Tullius to also agree to the peace treaty, or at least the peace council meeting to talk. Want to buy a horse? All right.
Need a ride?
Yes, I do.
Can take you
This
to any of the hold capitals. Where do you want to go?
Solitude would be good.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Solitude's a big port town, you know, full of sailors and their tales of faraway lands.
Whew, that was a very long ride. Very uncomfortable ride. And now I'm not feeling so good. At least very least I'm a little hungry. So let's just at least get a little something to eat here. Maybe we'll stay in here for the night. If we're traveling back to Iverstead and by carriage, I certainly don't want to do that. But I'm really tired. That was been a long day. I just hope General Tullius is agreeable to this too. The fact that Ulfric's going to go should probably convince him that the threat is very real. I would think. And let's just go try and find General Tullius first. Probably up at the castle. I never noticed before that that was actually a windmill. How many hours have I put into this game? Yeah, okay, a couple of out-of-character comments every so often, so,
Wait, I know you.
No, you don't know me.
A change has swept into Solitude, like a breeze off the ocean. The Thieves' Guild has come.
Yes, well...
As High Priest of the Eight Divines, I bid you welcome.
That may have had something to do with
I
that.
have to wonder, what does the Dragonborn do once?
Okay, so one thing I do need to do at some point in the future is probably get one of those,
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
one of those add-ons that
He'd be insane to
eliminates
try.
some of the
He
NPC
doesn't have the
talking.
men.
I've seen some of those
That's
before.
not what my scouts report.
Off the coast, a ways to the east, you'll find the wreck of the Brine Hammer.
Riften,
Never know what
Dawnstar,
treasures
and
may still
Winterhold
be aboard.
support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Yes, sir.
Well,
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir.
honestly, you probably wouldn't have to do much embellishing here. I just heard him talking about taking the city.
Something to report?
No, I need to talk to the general.
Keep your guard up. I remember you. You were at Helgen.
Oh, yes.
Speak to Legate Ricca. I suspect we could use someone like you.
Really, a criminal like me? You were about ready to take my head. I have something important to
Sir.
talk about.
Speak with Legate Ricca. She will determine if you are Legion material.
Yeah, but I have a message from the Greybeards.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me?
Well, they're convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Well, look, we need a truce here until the dragon mess is dealt with.
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Yeah, but there's a bigger picture here. He's already, first of all, Ulfric has already agreed to attend, and it has to do with Alduin.
Has he? I suppose he doesn't want to miss a chance to bluster about the Empire's many crimes. He's probably hoping I'll refuse so he can blame the Empire for being unreasonable. I think I'll have to disappoint him yet again.
So you'll come to the Peace Council?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
Well, I don't think he quite understands the threat that Alduin presents, but at least he's going, so that's probably good enough, in my opinion, you know? Well, I have to do. Well, I suppose we can go to town here and just stay for the night and then head out in the morning. Pretty sure we'll probably get to High Hrothgar about the same time they do anyway. You know, one thing I do want to do is get like more powerful arrows.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials.
Yes.
Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
Arrows. Arrows would be nice. Some of the higher quality stuff here. No. Not the iron type. They stink. You don't have what I want. Thanks anyway.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
Well, they're acting on that right away, aren't they? Well, we're still pretty early in the evening. I know we could probably take the carriage back, but I don't want to sleep in the carriage for another day. So
if you need a good rumor or two, I think I can oblige. Welcome to the Winking Skeever, friend.
perhaps another time on the rumors. Let me see what we got for food here.
Let's sate that appetite, hmm?
I don't need a whole lot, so maybe just a light snack and you got spring water? Holy crap. I'll take that.
Remember the Winking Skeever next time you're footsore.
Yeah.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of a god.
Oh, I need to talk to you then. Where's your shop? Not right now. I think I'll eat first here. I probably won't need the... No, I'll save that. Just have the rabbit haunch since it's fresh. I will have some spring water just for the heck of it. if he has anything for me.
Ah, you're just in time. I got in a shipment of fine wares, courtesy of the East Empire Company. Working with the Guild again is the best decision I've ever made. Protection, respect, and a constant flow of coin. It couldn't get any better.
Just
Best
remember...
of all, there's no need to smuggle things quietly anymore. With the influence we have in Solitude, I can march it right out the front door.
Well, just remember
Just remember me if you get your hands on anything else.
Yeah. I just remember who got you all that money. Me. I worked out that deal for you. Well, heck. Might as well get a room for the night here.
Trade. What do you need? Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Well, unless you change the room, I pretty much already know where it is. You don't really need to go up there if you don't want to.
Hmm.
Yep, same room. Figured.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No, just some privacy here. Now it's quite early, so I think we'll do some reading here till we go to bed. So I'll just wait for a few hours and do that. Then we'll get a good night's sleep. Get 8